Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sasha. On this channel, I mostly do fragrance. So if you enjoy that type of content, I really do hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. Plus, I would love to have you as part of this fragrance family. Today's video, I'm talking about Dents. And these are perfumes that I have definitely used quite often. So they are showing the use. And I would love to know from you guys, what is your ultimate fragrance that you just love wearing? It's showing a big dent in there. Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate interacting with you guys. So just let me know. So without further ado, let's just get into the ones that I have with those dents. And the very first one that I want to talk about is a Valentino Donna Born in Roma Eau de Parfum. As you can see, I love this fragrance. It's been with me since the start of my channel, and I think what draws me to this particular fragrance is that smokiness. There's a lot of smokiness in here, kind of sultry, mysterious, a little bit dark. Has 3 different types of jasmine. There's bourbon vanilla in here as well. You're getting some hints of black currant and then kayak wood. And so you have this nice woodiness in the base. It leaves a gorgeous trail. It's long lasting. I recommend this one for date nights, maybe the fall winter time. Fabulous fragrance. Love it. Highly recommend. And again, Donna Born in Roma Eau de Parfum by Valentino. And next on the list, we've got Boucheron Perfume by Boucheron. And this is, as you can see, a nice dent. I haven't sprayed this one on in 2 years. This I used to wear a lot more often. It reminds me of my aunt in Holland. This was her signature scent. And so it kind of brings me back. Love this one. It is very sophisticated. It's very classy. I have to say this one probably is a little more old school. Has a nice orange blossom in the opening. You're getting some jasmine, a little ylang-ylang. There's definitely a powderiness to it that kind of makes this a little more on the mature side. There's also some sandalwood and amber, but an all-around really nice fragrance that makes a great signature scent that you can wear year-round. Has decent lasting power, projects nicely. And again, this was the Boucheron Parfum by Boucheron. Next, we're going into a Scandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier. This is a fun, flirty, sexy type of fragrance. And this has a lot of honey in there. So if you have a sweet tooth, this will definitely quell that. I love it. It's got a lot of caramel in here as well. There's honey, again, the blood orange, jasmine, licorice, and patchouli. Great smelling fragrance. I recommend this one if you want to really make an impression. You're going out on a date. This is it. This is great for evenings, the fall, winter, early spring. It might be a little too much for summertime, but you know, to each their own. Great fragrance. And again, this was the Scandal Eau de Parfum by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And then next we have Delina Eau de Parfum by Parfums de Marly. And I can't see through this, but I believe it's down to about right here now. This is that happy, fun, feminine fragrance that just, I don't know, that tartness in the opening gets me every time. It has that rhubarb, so it is tart. Mixes with lychee, which is more of that sweeter tropical fruit. There's Turkish rose, that's jammy. It's almost like that Turkish delight. There's peony as well as vanilla and incense. And the incense in here definitely gives it a smokiness, which I think really makes this fragrance stand out. Leaves a gorgeous trail. It's long lasting. I would say probably more for spring, summertime, early parts of the fall. It just puts a smile on my face. I love this fragrance. I think it's gorgeous. And again, this one was the Delina by Parfums de Marly. Next, we have something for sensitive skin. This one is Vanilla Woods Eau de Parfum by the 7 Virtues. This is Clean Beauty. And oh my goodness, this is another one that has a lot of sweetness to it. A lot of pear. So if you're into pear and vanilla, this will do it for you. Let me tell you, this is gorgeous. Has some amber and caramel. Delicious, sweet, long-lasting. Lasts a super long time on the clothes. Again, great for sensitive skin. Wonderful fragrance. I recommend this one for the fall, winter, early parts of spring. Love it. Love it. So again, if you have that sweet tooth and you have sensitive skin, try this clean beauty product by the 7 Virtues called Vanilla Woods. All right, next we're going with Amry Saffron, and this is by Dossier, however you pronounce it. This is the dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. This is so good that I actually have a backup. I mean, I had to have a backup of this one. This smells like 95% spot on to Baccarat Rouge. It's long lasting. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I mean, I can hardly tell them apart. In the dry down, side by side, it's next to impossible to tell them apart. Long lasting, projects nicely, leaves a great trail. Highly recommend. I'll put links to these different fragrances in the description box so you can check them out yourself. But Dossier is known for having fragrances that are inspired by designer and niche fragrances. So there's a lot to choose from. You need to check them out. If you've not dabbled with your fragrances, they are super affordable. So I recommend that you definitely look into them. All right, next we've got Chance au Tendre Eau de Parfum by Chanel. This is my favorite Chanel fragrance. This is that clean, cottony, fresh type of fragrance that is very feminine. It also has a little flirtiness to it. This opens with a really nice grapefruit, quince, and then you have a creamy musk in here. And it just smells like fresh, clean linen drying out in the sun. It's feminine. It's beautiful, long-lasting. This will last forever on your clothes. I'm talking days. It does a good job on your skin, but clothes-wise, oh my gosh, it's super long-lasting on the clothes. Again, wonderful fragrance, Chance au Tendre Eau de Parfum by Chanel. All right, next we've got Casablanca Eau de Parfum by Swiss Arabian. I love this. This is like that crisp Granny Smith apple that's just like drenched in caramel. You take that bite, you get that tartness, but then there's that sweetness that overpowers it. That is what you're getting with this fragrance. There's also some grape notes as well as suede. So it's got this leathery aspect to it that I find very sexy. It is a unisex fragrance. However, it does lean more on the feminine side, but a great fragrance, great projection. You can wear this one year round on most occasions. And again, Casablanca Eau de Parfum by Swiss Arabian. And then last but not least, we have Contessa Eau de Parfum by Moresque. Now these are gorgeous bottles. You just can't see how much fragrance is in there. And I think there's about this much left. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's definitely past halfway. I love this fragrance. This reminds me of a root beer float. That creamy vanilla. There's a little spiciness that kind of resembles that root beer from that nutmeg mixed with the star anise. And then you have that vanilla, like I mentioned, and then tonka bean. Gorgeous fragrance. This is unisex. This definitely leans more feminine in my opinion. Super long lasting. Great for most occasions. I would say year round. I can also see this one if you want to dress up. You're going out on the town, maybe a fancy dinner or a date night. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful trail, long lasting, projects nicely. Again, this is the Contessa Eau de Parfum by Moresque. And there you have my big dents. Now I have a lot on my shelf. I'm kind of looking that have, I call them mini dents. For example, like this one by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is the La Belle. This is a great pear and vanilla, by the way. Another one is Olympia Eau de Parfum. This is the original. This is a great salty vanilla. Anyway, I got a lot of bottles like that on my shelf, but wanted to share with you my biggest dents, ones that I really reach for. I do highly recommend these fragrances. I like them a lot. Again, I'd love to know, what do you love wearing that is really showing that dent? Let me know in the comment. Again, I'll put links to everything in the description box. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again real soon.